Hello, wonderful friends of mine. Welcome to Artabulous Creations. It's 1K and below day. It's 1K and below day. So, our guest artist for this month is none other than Michelle Tennant Johnson from Royal River Arts. I will put her picture there, her channel there. Go check her out, y'all. Amazing artist, and she is a 1K and below alumni, so this is really kind of fun. I am going to take this month's challenge and try something I've never done. Well, technically it's going to be two things I've never done before, so let me explain. Let's start with the challenge. First and foremost, the challenge was a monochrome pour. So monochrome means taking one color and adding white or black to change the hue of that color. So what I have taken is Liquitex Primary Blue. Beautiful color, right? Beautiful color. This particular, my pour is inspired by Veronica Me at Me Paintings. I will link her there, her channel there. Go check her out. She's got a unique twist on acrylic fluid art. So I kind of want to try this and see what happens. So we're going to, Veronica Me, thank you for this. Hopefully mine comes out halfway as decent as yours did. But that being said, so I never done this kind of a pour before. And to each of my cups, so let's see here. Can you guys see? Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4 colors have 4 drops of silicone. Because there's not as much in this one, it only has 2 drops of silicone. Okay, let me get all prepped up and I will bring you back and we will start pouring. BRB. Check out this bucket, y'all. Check out this bucket. Look it. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't wait. So I just basically, this is one of those baby wash tubby thingies from the Dollar Tree. It's a 32-ounce container. So I need approximately 24-ish ounces of paint. I'm not willing to compromise the final composition, so I'm hoping it's okay. I can use a little bit of slop to flood my canvas. That's the plan, so we'll see. I have never used silicone in this way, so I actually don't know what's about to happen. I've used silicone to swipe, but never in a, well, I'll call it like a dirty pour. Like I just dumped that stuff in there and I wanted the colors to kind of churn a little bit. We'll see how this plays out for me, but we're gonna do this. Are you ready? Are you set? Let's go! Looks really cool, other than that. But I don't think it's going to be an issue. Love this. Not so sure how I feel about that, but I use silicone, so this should be celtacular. Okay, let's tilt this. I know you guys, can you see you're not gonna be able to see the whole thing, but I'm digging this. Okay, now for the fun part, let's make some artabulouscreations structures. So what do we do when we want to make some kisses? Grab the biggest balloons we got. So in order to create my circles, my bubbles if you will, I grabbed that there is a 9-inch balloon. I also grabbed a 5-inch balloon, that one there, and a teeny tiny little water balloon that did not have water in it, so that there was various size structures for my bubbles. They didn't quite pan out like I was expecting them to do once the painting was dry, but you'll see here in a moment. I will explain all of that and the way I remedied that situation when things don't go the way you want them to. In Veronica Enmy's paintings, she did balloon kisses in her wet pour and then created the bubbles out of those kisses. But if you see, like for example, yep, that one right there. My kiss didn't work. I don't know. It doesn't exactly have the vibe I'm going for as far as my bubbles go, but I'm digging some of this other color. So I am going to take some of these various size circle stencils, just kidding, various size cups and make some 3D bubbles. I don't think I'm going to go this small, but we'll see. And just create little bubbles around the outside in these sizes, and sticking to the theme, the all one color, right? So I'm going to be using my primary blue with the black combo. Mix this 1.5 to 0.5, 0.25, something like that. So got this lovely color, and I think it'll be great contrast, especially within here, to make 3D impression. However, this is going to take a hot minute, so I'm going to put you guys on fast forward, throw on some catchy tunes, put this into place, and I will bring you back at the next point to check in. Right now, bubbles are done. I'm going to go in and fill in all of the blank spaces with my primary blue-black mix. Let that dry a little bit, and then I'll come back, work on the bubbles, and hopefully when it's all said and done, the next time I see you, we will be all finished and I can show you the fun 3D bubble piece. Yay! Okay, that took quite a bit of time, but what do you guys think? What do we think? Yep, a large piece, you know. If I were to do this over again, I'd do a much smaller piece. And I'm thinking that the arrangements of the bubbles makes a difference, but now I need to go and put the reflections in all of the bubbles. And then on the exterior of the square, I'm hoping that kind of, I'm hoping, we shall see. So I am going to go put all of that in, and I will bring you in for a close-up when I'm all said and done. BRB. And we're back with all done, dried results. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Looky, 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 l Isn't that awesome? Look at those bubbles. Look at those bubbles. This is fabulous. This is so cool. But this was definitely a lot of work and so many steps. Look at those bubbles. Look at. It's so cool. So cool. Would I say it was worth the time for this particular pour? Yeah, for me it was, because I kind of needed to know if I could do it. And those of you who are artists probably can appreciate where I'm coming from on that statement. It amazes me. This is so cool. So cool. Hey, look at that. Look at me. Don't mind my mess in the background. So cool, right? So I took a still picture of this and showed a friend of mine, and she goes, "Oh my God, how did you get so many cabochons in so many different sizes? And why did you glue that many on there?" But I'm here to tell you all, guess what? Look. Can you see? No cabochons. There's no cabochons. So that style of 3D painting, it looks like there's a bunch of cabochons on there, right? It's crazy, but it's so cool. So cool. And you know, I also think things I've learned. Okay, let's just go there. First and foremost, if you're going to know this to be your end result, you need to pay a little more attention to the style of pour you're doing and how you pour it. The other thing is too, I think the arrangements of circles makes a difference in the overall side of things. Not having done this, not really sure if that's a factor or not, but I still think it's really cool. And you know, my 3D-ness, if you will, is not as crisp as me paintings is, but I don't think this is half bad for a first time, you guys. Half bad at all. So, and like I said, so in the overall scheme of things, how you pour matters, and then how you arrange your bubbles matter. Now, in this piece, my arrangement of bubbles was due to the areas of the painting I didn't care for. So I tried to keep all of the things I didn't like underneath this background. But, you know, I think you can get the gist from the overall picture. If you're going to make this arrangement, you kind of maybe want a big circle and little circles, you know, more of a symmetry to your bubble arrangement versus just trying to cover up. If you find fluid art therapeutic, it's definitely worth doing to at least try once. So thank you 1K and Below group for having me. Thank you, Michelle, for giving us this monochrome challenge. It was a challenge. If you guys have not seen, there's a playlist linked in the description below. You can follow along with our little fun ladies train. Woot woot. But anywho, yeah, this was fun. I eerie about doing new things just because I don't know what I don't know, but I'm starting to get over that. So this was a cool little step out of my comfort zone, and I personally really dig how cool this looks. I mean, it's amazing. It's really cool. And look, the border. Look at that. The border it made. It's pretty, and I'm not a fan of that like gray blue color, but it kind of goes with the rest of the painting. And this will probably, again, this is a 24 by 24, so it's a very large piece. I may or may not make a custom frame for it. That's to be determined at this point, but we shall see. So thank you all for joining me today. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell on your way out so you don't miss when I post a video. Okie dokie, my artichokes. Until the next time. Love ya. Bye.